Okay, so what we have here is all the chicken's been floured, and we're melting a stick of unsalted butter, and it should not be take too long because I have one of those high-power burners going here. And you don't want to burn the butter because it'll taste funny. So as it starts to melt, you just want to watch the heat. And then we have our spray Pyrex ready to go because when we're just going to brown the chicken front and back. And then we're going to put it in the pan. It's going to finish cooking in the oven. So no panicking if you know, you think it's not cooked, because it isn't. I'm going to set this piece of butter off to the side and start cooking with what I have. And so basically we're just going to throw it in. As many as can fit comfortably. This pan should be about 3 or 4. You're working with a medium to high heat. Just watch the temperature, because when you put the food in, it's going to get cold. So you have to raise it to bring it back up to temperature again. Because what you don't want it to do is you don't want it to soak up all the butter. You just want the butter to act as like the cooking agent that's going to crisp it on the outside. So it takes about 2 minutes per side. Just to get a nice little brownness to it. And what this does too is the flour is going to come off the chicken a little bit and mix with the butter, and that's going to be the base for the sauce that we're going to make. So that's why we're using butter and not oil. I mean, you could have been done with oil, but for a sauce, I don't care for oil to do it that way. I like to use butter instead. So when you start to see the color come up on the side, you know, it starts to come around the edge like that, that's when you can turn it, and you're going to get like a little bit of a brownishness to the flour on the other side. And remember, we are not cooking it, so it's okay if it's raw, because all we're doing is browning it and creating like a crust almost. So it's okay if it's not cooked. It's going to be raw. Don't eat it this way, because it's definitely raw. So then we have another minute. Once you've turned it the first time, it's about a minute on the second side. And it's usually, you just have to watch it. Don't walk away to answer the phone or, watch a YouTube video. You have to be standing here by the stove.
So why are we only cooking it to brown it? How long is it going to be in the oven?
It's going to be in the oven for about 20 minutes to bring it back up to heat and cook it on the inside.
Could you hold the next one up so we can see it?
Sure, 1 second. And what happens basically, the reason why you can do it all in the pan, but the problem is I don't have a pan big enough to make this much chicken. If you were only making 4 pieces of chicken, you could do it all in the pan and not have to put it in the oven. But because I have to make more, I have to put it in a pan and then cook the rest of it in the oven. If you were cooking it in the pan, all you have to do is take the chicken out, make the sauce in the pan, and put the chicken back in. See, this is pretty much what it's going to look like.
Perfecto.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so while you do this, I guess we'll come back?
We'll come back. I have to do all of them. It'll take about 20 minutes to get it all done and into the pan.
Awesome.